Hey everyone, welcome back to the extended interview with our good buddy Jeremy at official Dank Gaming Martinez. We're stepping away from the streamer topic and we're gonna go a little free form with this one. You may hear our one and only Jessica leave at a certain point during the show, whenever she may have to take off. You will hear a special word, and that word is what, Jessica? What are we going
Cacao.
with? Cacao. Perfect.
Cacao.
That's perfect. All right. So when you hear that cacao, that means we will all be saying goodbye to favorite podcast member, Jessica. So important topic at hand. Puka Shells. Where do y'all land on them? How are we feeling about them? What's the good word?
They're amazing. I wish people still wore them.
Oh,
I hope they come back in fashion.
I'm pro Puka.
Tom's got it up. Yeah, Tom, I wouldn't know how to spell them either.
You can wear them around your wrists. You get earrings. You got earrings. You can put them in your hair.
I use them as a toe ring.
You can do a whole bunch of things.
I use them between my toes, and it's kind of my exotic Shane look. It's horrifying, but
wow.
I bleed a lot. It's a lot of calluses and blood involved, but
it's not good. Lots of blood.
Okay, all right. So first of all, let's really honestly go around the group and I'll seriously admit who wore Puka Shells at any time in their life. Jessica's got her hand raised immediately. Her hand almost shot through the ceiling of their house, and she lives in a two-story.
I wore Puka Shells for a long time. Also, you guys, we all grew up in Southern California, so how did you not wear Puka Shells? Okay, we pretty much lived at the beach. You owned a Puka Shell necklace. I'm sorry. Yeah. Anklet, bracelet. You had Puka Shells.
Jessica coming hard with defense. Sounds very defensive. Jeremy, Jeremy, did you sport Puka Shells anytime in your life?
I did. I supported Puka Shells before, man. I remember specifically taking the Puka Shell necklace off and putting it in my locker, man. Like,
were they locally sourced Puka Shells, or were they actually from the island of Hawaii?
No, I think they're given to me as part of the Southern California kid package. Like, you just throw up in there. It comes with that pipe.
It comes with your Social Security card in the mail, the Puka Shells.
It does.
Yeah, for different points in your life. It's an expandable bracelet. Dan, Puka Shells anytime in your life?
Negative.
Oh, Dad's like, my hair was too long and I was listening to like metal, so like I couldn't do it. Stuff.
He totally did have long ass hair.
I know. Let's start off with saying Dan. When I met him in high school, freshman year in Miss Bogner's health class at Corona High School here in Corona, California. Dan had long flowing hair like Thor down to his
surfer hair. It was surfer hair.
It was
for sure.
Long. Dan, you're up on the camera right now too, so
I had some locks, man. I'm just thinking about where I'm at now, and just man, I miss those locks.
Now you have an evil.
You totally rock it though.
Yeah, you still could. You look like Kyle from. No, you would not look like Kyle from Tenacious D. You look like from the beginning. You look much better. I'm telling you, I don't know. I like the John Travolta villain from whatever that CBS thing we were looking at.
Swordfish.
Was it Swordfish?
You know what? I actually get a lot of John Malkovich for some reason.
Ooh,
I get a lot of that, and I'm just
I feel like it totally fits you.
Who cares if he's 76?
David Cranston, man.
Oh, he's a good actor.
No, he's an amazing actor. I love John Malkovich.
Jeff Daniels when I was younger.
Oh yeah,
who's David Cranston? Sure. Are you thinking Bryan Cranston from
Brian Cranston?
Yeah,
Brian
Tom
typed
in David Cranston.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tom.
I was looking to once too.
No,
he's like, why the fuck isn't this guy coming up?
I think I'm gonna throw a short 30 to 45 second video of Dan in full Breaking Bad uniform. But if you guys haven't seen Dan in his
pretty awesome.
Breaking Bad outfit, he fucking kills it, and he has this squint.
Check out his Instagram.
Thank you, Tom, for typing Dan Breaking Bad. That's a little bit deeper of a pull right there, but no, Dan kills it though. He pulled it for Halloween one year, and I've just never been the same since.
See, look, it's coming together already.
Yeah, he kills it. He does. Jeremy, let's get more into your life, buddy. Whatever you feel like talking about. You don't feel like getting into it. You don't have to, but you had crazy health issue when you right when your daughter was born.
I almost died, man. I almost died, literally.
The worst fucking possible time. It was super serious. We were all fucking terrified, by the way. All of us who were kind of away, too far away.
It was pretty scary. Everybody was in the hospital at that time, though. Jess was, I was.
Oh,
I think my dad just had surgery.
Yeah.
Jeez, Louise.
It was crazy. Like 2019 sucked, and now 2020 sucks too. Like I'm just next year has to be good. But I was saying that in 2019.
Wait, what happened in 2020? No. No, it's been brutal. But Jesus Christ, that was seriously a scary moment for like everyone.
Man, Valley fever, man. Don't fuck with fucking spores.
Please
man.
explain that. What the hell is Valley fever?
So out here in Arizona, there is things called haboobs, and they're pretty much gigantic
they called me that in
dust
high school,
storms.
by the way. Yeah.
Haboobs?
Yeah, they called me Haboob in high school. That was my nickname, but sorry, continue.
Bullying is not cool, man. That's a different story. But yeah, man, there's things out here called haboobs, and they're huge dust storms. And what they do is they pick up all this dust from around Arizona deserts, and there's a little spore that lives in it. And if it gets in your body or your lungs, it's like common in dogs and stuff like that. It could set in you and like create an infection. And that's what it did in my left lung. It created a huge infection. And I didn't know it was being like, I didn't know it was growing inside of my lungs. So I didn't have any symptoms.
So yeah, we're looking at Thomas's screen right now. He's showing all the symptoms for it. Effing terrifying, dude. It sounds.
I didn't show one of those symptoms. So imagine, really? Dude, I was going to work I was going to work like normal. I was working 92-hour weeks, like no lie, at Quicken Loans. And
you were killing yourself at the time.
I was killing myself, literally. And I went to the chiropractor because they're like, hey, we opened a chiropractor downstairs. And I'm like, cool, man, I'm going to go get lined up. My back, I'm sitting all day at work. And I went down there and he's like, hey, well, we take x-rays before we line you up. And I'm like, okay, cool.
Ooh,
so they took x-rays. And then, a couple of hours later, he calls me back. He's like, hey, Jeremy, can you come back down? And I'm like, hey, boss, I got to go downstairs. My chiropractor wants to see me about x-rays. And I walk in, he's sitting with another person. He's like, hey, man, come and take a look at this really quick. He's like, I'm not a doctor, and I want to tell you that right away, but I have enough education to know that there's something wrong with the left side of your body.
Oh, my
and he's like,
God.
Yeah, and he's like, do you feel okay right now? And I'm like, yeah, man, I feel normal. I got to go back up to work. Like, he's like, well, you need to go see a pulmonologist, like, as soon as possible. And out here in Arizona, there's a couple of pulmonologists. Well, there's plenty of pulmonologists, but in my area, there's only a certain amount, and they were booked all the way out for like 3 months. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I put my name down, and I'm like, okay, if I feel anything, I'll go to the hospital. Well, I told my wife and my mother-in-law, and the wonderful women of the world, they nagged me until I went to the urgent care, and they're like, you need to go. Yeah, and she's like, you need to go, or I'm gonna get pissed. So I went in there, and I went into the urgent care. And the doctor came in, took an x-ray, and then came right back. And she says, are you okay? Like, do you feel okay right now? I'm like, yeah. Why do people keep saying that? And they're like, you have your whole left-hand side is full of liquid in your lung. And I'm like, what? Wouldn't I be like coughing up, stuff or
short on breath?
Yeah, short on breath. She's like, I have no idea. She's like, I think it's asymptomatic. Like, you're asymptomatic right now.
Oh, my God.
She's like, you need to go to the emergency room. And she's like, tell your wife to take you right now. And I called up Una and I told her, and she got all scared. And we went to the hospital. They put me into the emergency room, checked me right in, took a look and said, holy crap, man, like, you have a really bad infection in your lung. We don't know what's going on, but we need to drain it. So they popped two holes. Yeah, man, they popped two holes in the side of my ribs and two huge tubes. They're like, this fat.
No, man. He says they popped like 2 holes. Like, that shit looked like they sliced and diced.
Well, no, that's
bro.
Well,
like,
that was after that. So
the gauge
the very beginning, the first 2 days, it was, let's put some their first.
That's right. Just to drain it.
Let's drain it and let's kind of like not have to do surgery and let's see how bad it is. But the infection, the liquid inside was coagulated. It wasn't draining. That's how they knew that there was something deadly inside of me. So they said, the doctor came in and said, hey, man, we need to cut you open. Like, we could let it wait out and you could keep waiting, but we need to cut you open, like tomorrow. And I'm like, okay. So I talked to Una and I'm like, dude, I don't want to do this. Like, I don't want to go into surgery. I never had surgery before. Like, I was already scared. Like, I didn't know what the hell was going on. And she was like, you just have to do it. Like, you have to trust the doctor and modern medicine and just do it if they're telling you. And I'm like, fuck it. Okay. Like, what's the worst?
You don't really have a choice, right? Yeah.
Thank God.
So
Una was around.
Yeah, man. Thank God too. Yeah. So they cut me open and went into surgery. He cut me open and they put a slice like maybe 14 inches from my side of my rib all the way to my spine. And what he did was he went into my ribs, through my ribs, put his hand in, and he cut a whole entire like half of an inch of my lung away from it. And he said that, I mean, imagine cutting through a lung. You can't just cut it open like you're cutting something and not worry about it. You have to solder each one of the nerves, each one of the blood vessels back to the other one.
Reconnect.
It took him almost 3.5, almost 4 hours to cut the infection away. And he said when he pulled the infected lung out, it sounded like he was tapping on a desk. Like tap, tap, tap.
It was getting hard.
Solid.
It was already hard in my lung.
What
it was already
like
a huge scab over my lung. And it was bad, man. It was bad. And so it took me like 2 weeks to heal in the hospital.
Oh
and,
my God.
You know, it still scars, man. Like it fucks your brain up, man.
No.
You know, like,
that's something so traumatic.
Absolutely.
That's something that you're gonna have to like work through and heal for sure. Like mentally, you know, like that's a traumatic thing to go through.
Yeah.
For sure, man.
But thank God. I remember when like it was because this is when we were like consistently playing games with Jeremy. It was, you know, our little crew, and it was like me, Dan, Jeremy, Kyle, and Mikey, and we were playing everything together. And like it was like out of nowhere, Jeremy's like, "Yo, I'm in the hospital. I'm laid up," because we were trying to get a hold of him. Like, "Yo, you coming to play with us?" And he was like, "Nowhere." Like, what the hell happened to Jeremy? And it was enough.
My wife was 9 months pregnant.
Yes. Oh, this would be okay. So I had it in my head. It was after your gorgeous
she was
daughter
9 months
born.
pregnant. June.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. It was. Oh no, yeah. She just got done having a baby. I'm sorry, because Ripley was born in April. I went into the hospital on June 7th.
Oh,
so
okay,
she was a little over
Ripley
2 months.
was just born.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, because she was staying with Casey, right? Wasn't Casey watching her when like
Correct.
Una was? But yeah.
God, yeah.
I know. I feel like everything's been such a blur, man. Like this whole.
And 2020 didn't help with just everything going wrong.
I feel like since June of 2019 is when both of us got sick, and like when Jeremy and I got sick, then it was like downhill from there. Like everything's just been down. Like our dad got sick, you know. It was just like Jason was going through shit. It was just like so much going on, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But that's when streamers started getting really big for me when I was laid up in the hospital, because that's the only thing to do during the daytime. You can't watch hospital TV because that shit sucks, you know. So the streamers are what kept me going every single day to like, you know, okay, cool. It's almost 2:00. He's gonna come on at 2:00. Like, why 8? Like, I
give me something to look forward to.
Blackout. Yeah, man, it was so cool. So, you know, that's why I wanted to relate that into streaming, because, you know, I that's all I watched when I was in there, you know, and I have hours and hours watching streamers, dude.
Just laid up. Them. Yeah.
Yeah,
what
man,
else you
laid
can
up,
do?
healing up, you know.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Wow. God, man. Yeah. That's got to have been a tough time. I remember, wife was still recovering from pregnancy, daughter was just born. But that's awesome that you picked up. You made something beneficial from it. You said you were laid up. You watched these streamers, and it's something you had a knack for, dude. You're a super entertaining dude. Like I said before in the podcast, you kill it, Jeremy. I don't know if I said that off the air or on the air, but Jeremy kills it at Warzone. Like Jeremy can show up to this game and get some wins. And I'm always jealous of these streamers because, again, I can't play these PvP games without getting just slaughtered. Even my game of choice, Destiny, on Steam alone, I have like 700 hours logged. And given I go AFK a lot and I walk away from the game, but that's one console. I played it on Xbox. I played it on PS4.
PlayStation.
I think you would be a very entertaining variety streamer. You know, like a variety streamer is not like somebody that's just playing Warzone all day long every day. You know, like this is the game that he plays is Warzone. I watch him because of Warzone. Like, it's hard to be this type of a streamer, but if you could be a variety gamer streamer, like, hey, like I play Warzone, Overwatch, and then I play all these like indie games, and I do different ones every day.
Yeah, that's how I would want to do it. I couldn't just play one game.
It's hard to keep a fan basis like that, though, you know, because you're constantly playing a game that you think is good, but the other people that maybe been watching you for a while on another game are like, I'm not into that game.
Yeah, my brain's just not there. See, and I think that's my problem. Or I think that's maybe why I'm not like streaming, I haven't gotten into streaming so much is because like I don't want to watch someone just play like one, like I wouldn't mind watching somebody play a few different games. Like, cool, play a few round of Overwatch, okay, and then you want to switch to like play some Gears, you want to play some Call of Duty. Like that's dope. Like I could watch that. Like I wouldn't mind that,
Yeah. It's
but I mean,
fine.
I understand. It makes sense to have just like one your fan base would stay more consistent. Like
it's hard to keep that kind of fan basis, at that point.
Yeah.
But if you can keep that fan basis and you're writing, 500 people watching you play different games, that's how you know you made it as a streamer, because they're not watching you for the game. They're watching you because of you.
Totally, yeah.
You're
totally.
the content at that point. And then you're like, oh man, okay. And that's the same thing as Dr. Disrespect that we were talking about earlier. Like he plays different games all the time. He doesn't just stick to one, but dude, he's entertaining as hell. And that's that's what I want to waste my time doing, is watching somebody like that. You know?
Yeah.
It's walking and chewing gum at the same time. You have to be great at the game you're playing and super entertaining. Dr. Disrespect pulls it off. Like these big streamers, they know the system and they work it, and they're very good at it. And again, I'm always down. Like I said, I'm even the same person I'll defend Kim Kardashian, all the Kardashians. Like, you know what? If these people can pull it off to where they can make money on their own, advertise to people, make their buck. I mean, they're still paying millions of dollars in taxes. I'm like, more power to them. Why hate on them for?
It's like we're the people that are paying them. We're the people that are giving them all this money.
The public.
That's ridiculous how much money they make. But do I watch the fucking TV show? You're damn straight I watch that dumb shit. Like I get so hooked. I love reality TV. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like
darn tootin'.
And I can't help it.
Yeah, I'm totally with you.
By the way, they're done tonight. Today they announced that they're done with their 20 seasons.
Oh, really? Yeah, I haven't watched any like the new stuff, but you know me, like I've always loved reality TV. Like give me Laguna Beach. I was watching Laguna Beach the other day and I was like, oh, like felt like I was 15 again. It was so amazing.
I showed Una all the Laguna Beaches. We bought every single one on Amazon.
Good. Laguna Beach, the hills. I love it.
See, I'm not into those shows, but I am the person who will watch 90 Day Fiance all night with my wife.
Yeah.
600-pound life makes me just feel
trashy,
so. I mean, it's
yes, I love that shit. I love that.
I
love it.
I mean, I'm the same person.
It's good just to have something like mindless to just like zone out on, and just like you don't have to like follow a storyline or a plot or anything. It's just like cool, just some like mindless BS to put on in the background. Especially having a kid, it's like I can't focus a lot on like anything. So reality TV is so perfect for that. Or you know what I mean? And I guess what, streaming would be great for that actually, because like streaming you can have on in the background, just like cool.
Yeah.
Either you don't have to really follow anything. It's like, you pop in, watch a few minutes of the game.
Yeah.
Show some love and dip out,
Yeah, right? Yeah.
But Jess, we can agree that, and I think Jeremy might be agree with this too, that while we might not be able to focus on TV shows, I can tell you the entire plot of Paw Patrol. I can sing all the songs from the new Blues Clues. I'm able to hit that note.
Let's talk about that for a second. I'm not happy about the switch up songs on Blues Clues. Male song. The old male song was the best song.
And then like mail is here.
Here's the mail. No, ew. Like my tail when it comes, I want a whale mail. Yeah. And they changed like all the songs up. I'm so pissed about that. And what is Joe working in this like side shack on the the painting?
So
what happened when he's not good enough? He wasn't good enough to be the main lead in the show, so now they got this new kid, but Joe's just gonna work some like little shack.
So Lena, explained it to me. I was like, so what else? So Tom's on it right now. So so we're gonna talk about Blues Clues right now for everyone who's out there. F all you guys. You guys can follow along, or you can turn your effing podcast down, but don't turn it off, please. Just stay tuned in. But no. So the first guy
for the parents that are listening.
I asked my wife. I was like, whatever, because like I grew up with little cousins, and you'd go over to my aunt and uncle's house. Yeah, Steve. So he completely lost all his hair and looked too creepy with his hair. So they had to put a hat on him and give off that main role to the next dude, who is not him.
Joe.
Didn't he die? He killed himself.
No, he's still on.
He's alive.
No,
Jesus,
I went down a weird rabbit hole.
Did you know?
Yeah, I went down a rabbit hole and I started researching this for a while. It was weird. Yeah, he's still alive. He was like, he just went bald and didn't want to do it anymore.
He
like a whole thing.
Cyanide pills while stabbing himself in the stomach with a katana. and lived. He's basically Rasputin incarnate, and it was terrifying. No,
Rasputin.
But yeah, Lena told me about that, and okay, I'm sorry, we're on Blues Clues. We need to get off this. We need to get out of this vortex immediately before we go on.
That's the power I have, you guys.
The whole point was having kids. Yeah, that's what the Kraken does. You guys want to know what the Kraken is? So, no, but yeah, health issues. Jeremy being juggling, being a awesome dad, being a really upcoming at the streamer career. I'm telling you, he's got the skills for it. He's got the personality for it. He just needs the viewership,
the time,
damn it.
I need more time. Don't we all?
I'm down to 6 hours. I'm steady to 4 to 6 hours of sleep a night. 4 is when I'm really tired. 6 is about average. So you're like, all right, I'm good.
Yeah, 6 is average. I feel like 6 is my cap. Like 6 hours. That's all you get.
Absolutely. Jeremy, besides the obvious streaming games, your Warzones, your I've watched you play Fallout Guys, which was super entertaining. You playing anything else right now? Any games any off the cuff games you're playing? Nothing.
So like, believe it or not, like right now I'm really into like Monopoly Plus, Uno. I'm playing those. I'm playing Battleship a lot on Steam. Like, and that's just because I'm playing with some friends that are we're just tired of like the grind, you know. And when I mean the grind, it's like Warzone and fucking Fall Guys and GTA. And
a chore almost.
That's the grind. Yeah, it's like a grind because those are the ones that are going to get you the viewers. And like I said before, those are the ones that are going to get you that community that's going to stick around for a while, you know. So you got to stay true to those ones. But like when you're off stream, we're playing stupid games like that, like Monopoly, and just sitting in Discord like this,
or put any work into it. It's just like games. Fun.
Playing games again, you know. And it's something so minute and so simple, but it's so entertaining, and we do it for hours. Like 3 hours goes by.
Dude, are you kidding? That's like us. Like
nights, dude. I'm totally
man. That's like us. Every family night we used to have when you lived here. We used to play Uno every single night, every Sunday. Freaking loved it. We used to get heated in our Uno games,
God,
man.
100%, man. I remember Dan getting heated a couple of times.
Heater got heated, dude. Let's plan a stream night. We'll have a full streaming recording session. We'll throw it up on our YouTube, maybe in this upcoming before. So one thing I did want to plug while we're in our extended interview for anyone who's decided to stick around. We're planning some things for October for the podcast, and Jeremy, I would like you to be a part of it as much as possible. Any of these games you'd like to jump in on? We're talking maybe some bits centered around some Halloween themed topics. Looking at
you know how much games. I love Halloween, so Jessica. I want to definitely do like an entire month of Halloween things.
This is Jessica's realm right here. We're stepping into J territory right here.
We're gonna be doing cosplay. We're gonna be doing horror games. We're gonna be doing horror movies. We're gonna be doing.
We're gonna have some wild things.
I'm scared.
I know. Whether people are listening or watching. We're doing it, so F all it. No, I love you guys.
We gotta have a pumpkin carving contest, man. A video game pumpkin carving contest.
VR. Maybe Jeremy and I can get in there in VR and carve a pumpkin tree.
VR pumpkin carving.
We'll on the fire right here.
I love it. Uno on accident. I'm like, what?
What I'm really looking for, I would love to do.
Oh my God, there's blood everywhere. There's blood everywhere.
It's so real. It's so real.
It's so real.
I would love some full-on streams of us in Friday the 13th playing on Steam, wherever we can work it on. We're gonna
Blair
do
Witch,
it.
Blair Witch.
Absolutely, Blair Witch. Yeah, absolutely. Any horror thing, maybe once a week, maybe 4 times out of the month.
Pacify.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna play some Costume Quest. I play that every Halloween for like the past, million years.
I'll play it.
Oh my gosh.
I'm willing to play anything, and I'll beat everyone at it, including Dan.
Are you kidding? I will kick your ass at Costume Quest. You can't play it with each other, but I'll play the campaign, and I'll play it, and I'll play a campaign way better than you.
I'll fix it out. We'll fix it out, and I'll just wreck you. Just wreck.
Dude, it's so much fun. You would probably love it. It's like an RPG. It's like turn-based, like RPG.
Interesting.
Cool. Yeah. It's like action RPG, like turn-based. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
The costumes, it's like there's kids, you go trick-or-treating door to door, and like some monsters like answer the doors and then you like fight them. But like your costume that you wear, they have like, it goes into like imagination and like like the costume. So if like you're a robot, you actually like shoot missiles. One costume was like Abraham Lincoln. It's so funny. It's like, it's like the kids just Abraham Lincoln. It's so funny, but it's so great, man. It's so great.
We're gonna link up. I don't care if it's campaign only.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna wreck you.
It's
oh,
so
I'm sorry.
Much fun.
God. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. Oh, totally looks like my game. No.
Dude, it is so. Oh, it's so much fun. I swear.
God, I haven't played a turn-based game. Well, I guess Final Fantasy X. But
it's like action, you know. It's like an action turn-based. Yeah,
no, I love turn-based games. Just don't even. Yeah,
it's a lot of fun.
I totally do.
But you know, I love this kitty stuff, and Halloween's my favorite thing in the entire world. So this is like right up my alley. Trick or treating, it's like amazing.
Oh, just
goblins are like trying to take all the candy, and like you're trying to get all the candy back. Like it's so much fun.
That's pretty funny. God, I can't wait till the point where Sophia can hopefully start getting into games. I'm not gonna push it on her.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like Jack's gonna. There's no chance he's not going to be. You know what I mean? Like they're around it all the time. Like Jack's around all the time. She's around all the time. Like
I'm a long way because it took me until about 6, even to where I can actually remember, like watch my dad and brother play. To like I'm really interested in it.
Yeah, see, I didn't start getting like real heavy into games until like, you know, Kyle. But like before that, I mean, I used to play games all the time, but not like
we used to go to hardcore. My dad and mom used to take us to Blockbuster and rent, you know, our Super Nintendo games. Yoshi Island, fucking
oh my gosh,
Dr. Mario, freaking Kirby's Island,
lots of Nintendo, lots of Nintendo.
Yeah.
In Metroid, that was a good one.
Absolutely.
5 days was not enough to have that game. You know, like
you guys had a Sega Saturn, which I bond with Jessica. That's Clockwork Knights, probably
Clockwork Knights,
Daytona USA.
Dude, and Clockwork Knights was so hard too.
Oh my god, because there was no saving the game. You're like, oh, go ahead and get to the game in one run, and then
you died right here. Great, start all over again.
Go ahead and start from the very beginning. Allison would watch me play. Yeah, my dad would come home from work. He'd have Clockwork Knights for me and like college hoops for PJ. And like Allison would just watch. You know, he'd get her some like Polly Pocket stuff, you know, on the side.
Dude, I love Polly Pockets. I had the best of both worlds, man. Polly Pockets and video games. It was like so great. Yeah, dude, that's like the best part about being like the only girl too. Is like you get a lot of the dope shit, you know, from like your brothers. You don't get like a ton of girly stuff, but I feel like I so much preferred it that way. Like I love the stuff I grew up with way more. You know,
I always use my action figures and my my G.I. Joe. They're not dolls, even though they look exactly like the Barbie dolls. They were basically a Ken doll with a camo jacket and like an M16, but they were action figures still. All right, they weren't dolls.
But if you take his clothes off and put cardigans on him and a fucking nice like button-up shirt, he turns into Ken
very quickly. Same anatomy, overall, but
being sexist.
He was an action figure. Thank you, Jeremy.
That was Jason's Sega Saturn, by the way. It became a community Sega Saturn, but it was Jason's that he got for Christmas. And when he got it, I'm like, all right, good. Like we're all gonna get to play that anyways, you know. And
of course.
Oh god, yeah, absolutely.
He only played Grab by the Ghoulies anyway. That was the only game.
Oh my god. Grab by the Ghoulies. That was like the best, dude. That game was amazing. I feel like we played all of Halloween. Dude, I feel oh my god, dude, yes. Grab by the Ghoulies.
Yeah.
It was like so much fun. Dude, Sega Saturn. I don't care. Like, I feel like I would pick that over Nintendo 64, over Nintendo. I would pick that over those any days. Any day. I would.
I might be with you on that, actually. Like,
I feel like that we're definitely the minority in that, you know, like for sure. But dude, so many good games on Sega Saturn for sure.
God,
and when they got that, I'm like, you couldn't get us a PlayStation. Like, you got us a Sega Saturn and not a PlayStation. But then I was like, oh no way, this is where it's at,
amazing. Man, Sega Saturn was so good,
and it had a CD-ROM, like instead of like a hard cartridge, like,
and full-on internet connection, which we didn't have at the time. But it had full-on like browser on it and stuff. It was no joke,
dude. We had, and then it had like the music player on it. You could it had the actual like music player. You could like that. It's
It was
so
a
dope,
hard
man.
floaty, dude.
Like, it had a
That
huge hard
console was
drive in
sick.
it.
I feel like it doesn't get as much praise as it should.
No, Tom, please look up Amok. AMOK. Sega Saturn. Amok. Saturn. Yeah, buddy. So this game was one of my favorite games growing up because it was like a an Armored Core before Armored Core was around, I guess you could maybe say, or before Armored Core hit the PS1.
It was a tech game, like.
Yes,
Oh,
it was.
no,
You were
never mind.
full on mech
Oh,
suit,
yeah,
and you got
totally.
attacked by sharks, by enemy robots. You roamed the city. I remember being like 7 or 8, just getting down on this.
Damn, I don't remember this.
This was a deep
graphics
cut.
on that.
Yeah.
That was good.
This
man.
was
Those
a
graphics
full
were
on.
good back in the days.
Another game because I don't think I think it was an extension, but we never had a memory card for our Sega Saturn. Jessica said the same thing. You guys.
Yep,
also
we
know.
never
We
did.
didn't either.
Yeah.
Nope.
It had I thought it came with a decent hard drive. I remember putting music and downloading music on it, and it kept
Yeah.
like 50 songs.
Maybe that's why, because my whole 50 kilobyte
didn't
hard
have
drive was
music.
filled with Sublime songs or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, for real.
I needed my Offspring and my Sublime at the time.
My Limp
so
Bizkit, yeah, I need my Limp Bizkit and my corn.
I was so edgy, guys.
A little side of Stained. It's been a while.
Corn, yeah. Jesse from Breaking Bad and was it Freak on a Leash or which video was that?
Freak on a Leash is a dope ass video, man.
That had Jesse from Breaking Bad,
with
right?
the bullet? Are you talking about the one with the bullet that travels through the whole
Where his
fucking
thing
video?
growing out of his back?
Oh, yeah, in
Oh
slow
no,
motion.
what was that called? No, it wasn't Freak on a Leash. It was what corn video was that?
The Lacalina one, dude.
Boom, Lacalina. Oh, that is it. It's the one we're at the school. It's the corn song we're at the school. Oh, what is it? Falling away from me? It's falling away from me. It's the next one in the mix. Thomas. The one up next, yeah. I'm almost positive.
I honestly
Nope.
want to say that "Freak on a Leash" is probably Korn's best song. I think it's their best song.
This is it.
It's so good.
Aaron Paul. I don't know.
It's
Maybe this
like
is,
a
I
lot
don't
of
know.
bass.
God, see, someone out there who's listened to this knows what it is. And it's Sean, our buddy Sean, we play Eventually. I guarantee he knows right
throw
now.
it in the comments.
And he's
Comments.
gonna
Yeah.
he's gonna read me over PlayStation chat.
Are you thinking about the one with the thing on his back? Is what you're
Yeah,
thinking
he's like going to a high school prom, and it's Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad, and he's all super edgy, and he like shows up with like a hooker at the prom.
about?
He's
Is this post or pre-issues?
Oh, dude, you're talking Thoughtless. That's it. Thank you, Tom.
There you go.
Oh, this is why our buddy Tom. It's murder without you here, man.
It's definitely post
Watch.
issues.
You're gonna see. Oh, it's there, right there.
Yeah.
Super
Dude, I
young,
totally
even
forgot
skinnier Aaron
in
Paul.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I love this song, and I was in 7th and 8th grade.
This guy always plays the craziest shit.
He's got a lot of range, our buddy. I loved him. I loved him in Breaking Bad. I loved him in BoJack Horseman.
Did you watch El Camino?
Yes, I thought it was great. It was unneeded, unnecessary, but it was. I'll take any content I can from Breaking Bad because I was.
I wish
big
Game
a
of
fan.
Thrones would do that, man. I wish they would
I
do
know.
that shit.
Give us like an alternate ending.
Like, give us an El
reality or
Camino of fucking Game of Thrones. You know?
Give us the Zack Snyder version of Game of
The
Thrones
Zack
season 8 or 7.
Just another 8 seasons.
The whole other season reshot.
Give us another 8 seasons, guys. Come on. That's all we
Just start
want.
over. Just start over.
Yeah.
We'll still be here. We'll still be here.
And instead of 1 season, it's gonna be 4 seasons. You know, like just like the Zack Snyder remix will be like 4 1-hour episodes. Oh, I can't wait for that. It's gonna be cool. That'll be neat. Yeah. Okay. Dan, Jess, anything you want to get into with our buddy Jeremy here before we bid adieu? Anything?
I feel like we touched on a lot of stuff. I feel like we touched on a little bit of everything now.
Absolutely.
I have a story really quick. So I'm working
Please.
today, right? And I get a text message from my mother-in-law. She's like, "What size are you?" And I'm like, "Okay, hold on, let me see. What do you mean? What size am I?" And then she said, "No, like what size boxers do you wear?" I'm like, "Oh, I wear a large." And I'm like, okay, in my head, I'm like, what is she talking about? Like, why is she gonna buy me boxers? I'm like, no way, dude. Like, if she comes home with boxers tonight, I'm gonna just be like, hey, you don't have to do that for me. But She came back and she got me these Dragon Ball Z boxers.
Damn! And Tom was just looking up Dragon Ball Z stuff. Weird.
What?
And I'm like, what the hell? She's the coolest fucking mother-in-law ever, dude.
Wow.
I was like, you could buy me boxers whenever you'd like, man.
Absolutely. Yeah. What a sweetheart. My mother-in-law does that for me too. God, yeah, she's
mother-in-law,
my wife's mom.
They're the best, man.
I got a good one too.
They're not boxers, but my mother-in-law just picked me a bunch of chili-covered mangoes from up north.
Hell,
so,
yes, like Adam's favorite.
Oh, I love this.
Adam loves that shit.
I've never personally met him, but I guarantee we are simpatico.
Dude, I told him that too, because I told him like how similar you guys are, and like he just laughed. You know,
I would sit there and not talk with Adam for hours if I had the opportunity. We would chill there, we'd watch something, we'd have a few beers, and I'd be like, "All right, buddy, we'll take these."
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, it's so funny.
We'd wrap it up in 45 minutes, whatever we're doing. Like, all right, man.
He's a good guy.
He seems like a great dude. Yeah.
He's just very different. He's just very different than like all of us. Like my personality, Jeremy's personality, Dan's. Like he's so opposite. I feel like from all of us. It's so funny.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I grew up with people like that exactly in my family. I feel like I already know him because I feel very intimate like with that in my family, that kind of personality type. And I totally get it. I totally respect
it. So weird.
It.
And that's like so weird to me. But like I'll even ask his mom, like when she comes and like visits, I'm like, has he always been this way? And she's like, yes, like ever since he was a little kid. Like he was the kid. She was like, he wouldn't wake up early on Christmas Day. Like he would get mad when we would try to wake him up early. Like he would get pissed about it. Like, he didn't care enough. You know, just like certain things that he's just like, I don't care. Like
she's like, you need to wake up now. You need to come open your presents. He's like, bah humbug.
Yeah, he's like, I'm tired. When I'm ready to get up, I'll wake up and then I'll do it. Yeah, he's just like, but it's so funny that his dad was the same way. So I guess he just gets it from his dad.
I totally respect it. I get it. Like, there's personality types I can't chill with. That's one of the ones I can easily tolerate. Like, cool, man. That's low maintenance.
I think the best way to describe Adam is Red Foreman. Like, you know, he's kind of just like leave me alone, I'll kick your ass. But like he does care about the people he's close to, you know, like he just won't show it like up front, you know.
Totally. That is like the perfect person to compare him to.
Yep.
Jessica,
he feels like that about everybody too, just like the dumbass, like
besides my own family, and Jessica's going to be the only other person who recognizes his name and F it. We have 13 subscribers on YouTube, about 50 followers on Facebook. So I'm gonna go ahead and say the name, and hopefully we get hit with something that'll mean someone's listening to us. Logan Bishop was our precursor to this type of personality typing. This was a name from middle school, high school, and continuation school. He ended up with me at Buena Vista here. Proud Buena Vista graduate here. I'm gonna let you guys know. I'm repping it. But yeah, I feel like I'm not unfamiliar with a personality type, and I feel like I've always got along with people that kind of strict, like, I don't want to talk to you until you can break the seal. Like,
totally. That was totally Logan, man. Yeah. I feel like that was totally him.
Who was totally the opposite of Brian Bishop, or not Brian Bishop, Brian Adams. At the time. Adams. Yeah. We knew Brian Adams. Opposite. Got my first real 6-string. Brian Adams sang the Summer 69, by the way, a song that's been stuck in all of our heads recently. It's just
damn you, Brian Adams.
But it's funny too, just different personality types. I think it's always a good mixture. It's always an entertaining, fun.
I like your choice in DuckDuckGo, Tom. By the way, DuckDuckGo is the way to go.
Tom, don't mess around with the people selling your data. Tom's like, man. You know what? I'm not going to use Linux, but I'm going to use a thing that's close to it. And Tom's going to get on the mic and tell me, like, I use Linux, by the way, Shane. So shove it up your ass.
I do sometimes, development wise, but okay, I mean,
whoa, I need you attacking me, buddy. Easy. I love you, Tom. But I think that's actually going to wrap it up for us. The extended interview in time. Yeah. Once again, I wanted to tease next month. I think you're going to see a lot more streaming from us. We're going to try to get Tom in here. Tom's showing us teases right now. That's right. The equivalent to what's on the Google screen right now, because I have Tom's screen enlarged. But Look out for some streaming in October. We got some big plans. Hopefully we can follow through with them. We all have some busy lives. Not like we're getting paid a steady salary for this podcast just yet. So we try to work it in as much as we can for you guys. But streaming coming up. We're thinking about playing some Halloween themed games all together. We're gonna find out a way to record it, multi-stream, whatever we got to do. Check it out. Keep an eye out for some more bits coming at you. I think we're thinking about maybe bringing Calls with Dan back. We've got a lot of positive feedback from this bit, and I think the crowd's begging for it. So yes, Thomas.
We got some new subscribers that could call in too. Hopefully,
That's right. Oh, that's right.
You're right.
In.
So I want to get some new questions. What do you got?
Again, tell your friends so that you guys can too call in. If we can, you know what? Maybe we hit 100 subscribers. We'll completely open up the phone lines. Anyone on Facebook, YouTube who wants to call in, ask your questions, pre-record them, send them to us, and we'll play them on the air. And Dan will actually respond to them in real time. On the pre-recorded version, of course. But Jeremy, buddy, we really appreciate you taking the time for us. You're a busy dude. You're streaming. You're a father. You're a husband.
Thanks for having me on.
No, anytime, please. You guys will be seeing a lot more.
You guys are awesome, man. I love listening to you guys. I listen to you guys. So I know you guys recorded yesterday, so I can't wait to hear that when it comes out. When's that going to come out, Shane?
That'll be up and going sometime tomorrow, which will be today was a Tuesday reset. Labor Day's throwing me off. So today's Tuesday, tomorrow's Wednesday.
Wednesday.
The 9th. September 9th is Wednesday tomorrow. And you guys will have episode 4 up. That's right. We're pumping these out a little quicker for you guys. With our bonus episode here you guys are listening to now. So check it all out, everyone. Thanks, remember, again, find Jeremy at official Dank Gaming on Facebook. You can find all your Jeremy streaming related stuff there. Jeremy, any other plugs you want to give out? Anyone you want to rap? Anything you want, bud?
One of my big streamer friends that I like streaming with is Catastrophic, and he's also on Facebook. You guys should look him up. He's huge. He has like 6,000 followers right now. He's on his way to a subscriber button, and he's doing this full time. He was he went on disability, hurt his neck, had to have neck surgery, so he's doing this full time now. So if you don't come by my stream, stop by Catastrophic and show him some love. Just a like and a follow just makes it that much more easier for him to get that button for subscribers. So, thanks again, you guys, for having me on.
Absolutely. And again, you can we'll throw Jeremy a link up on our Facebook page too. So you can either find Jeremy or find him on our page at New Player Podcast on Facebook. You can find our YouTube page, New Player Podcast. Jess, what is our Twitter?
Our Twitter is going to be New Player Podcast. CST, New Player Podcast.
I like that.
Some aggressively white fella created Twitter and who had never used Twitter in his life, so shame on him.
Gotta do what we gotta do, guys. We're sorry.
Dan, do we have an Instagram
somewhere? Our
there?
Instagram's simple. It's just at New Player Podcast.
Good looking out. All right, everyone. That's going to tie up the extended interview. Just check out for more of our posts at New Player Podcast on Facebook and our YouTube channel, New Player Podcast. But until then, this is New Player Podcast checking out. Say bye, everyone.
See you later, everyone.